Had a great time. Great conversation. Yeah, it led to another date.
Yeah, well, obviously, we'll go into that in a minute. But I agree with you. Things like if you like hiking or you like walking at the beach or anything like that, I think that's a great forum to meet somebody. Where you can come separately and you can leave separately. The zoo is a little bit of a commitment, but again, you're enjoying what's going on at the zoo. So even if you're, if you enjoy that, even if you're not fully enjoying that person, which I know you two did, it's still a good time for you. I don't like, and I don't know how you feel about this. Well, let me tell you what I do like. Something like that, or maybe taking, like you said, just I like the beach, I like the ocean, I like to watch it, so that's always fun to walk there a little bit. But another thing is, I don't like crowded, busy, noisy, high energy places to meet someone the first time. A lot of people want to do a coffee shop. God knows I don't want to be like caffeined out while people are walking back and forth getting coffee. I feel like I can't connect to your energy. So I would take, something like, more like what you said, or even, just a lounge, like a quiet lounge where you can have a cocktail or something and it's just chill. The music's quiet, but it's there, so it's not too quiet. So for sure, a whole dinner face to face is a lot to ask for a first date or meet, because you're committed, for that whole thing. And then you think about salad, I'm gonna get salad in my teeth, those little things that you worry about on a first date. But what do you think about that? What do you think about the coffee dates? It feels so in and out and so too much energy going on around me. What do you think?
I wouldn't do it as a first date. I wouldn't mind grabbing a cup of coffee or some tea and then having it with if we're walking and moving around kind of thing. But sitting at the actual place, no, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be ideal for me.
Yeah, I think that honestly, Rochad, again, I agree with you on that. So my advice for people out there is, if you really want to get to know somebody, maybe choose a different forum, like we talked about. Again, even if you get that cup of coffee and you walk, down the street with the cup of coffee and look in the windows of a store or something where you're not just in that, like that, like, I'm just looking at you with a cup of coffee kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit intimidating. It's a little bit uncomfortable. And I think the majority of us, we have a little bit of, I don't want to say apprehension. It's not that. It's just, you don't know somebody and you're trying to get to know them. And sometimes with people, when there's silence or you're just face to face, it's like you have to say something, but you don't always have to say something if you're doing something. So that can come later, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so now you're on your first date. Okay, so let's talk about your current relationship, who you met walking at the zoo, if you don't mind. So you had a really good time.
Yeah.
And so you asked her for a second date. Obviously, you've been together for a really long time, so it worked out. So ladies, let me tell you, you can absolutely find, your if you want to call it your other half, your whatever, your best friend, your soulmate, whatever you want to call it, you can find that online. If you pay attention to the things that these men are saying about, how to approach dating, which is more of a